Hey guys, what's going on? It's Michael with Michael's Semi-Daily Updates. I just wanted to jump on here and talk about the red stock market today, and boy, what a day. Made a video last night talking about the NASDAQ, the stocks that I focus on, and boy, every single one of them is red down today. The whole market's red outside of a few small cap stocks. Holo is down another 19.39%. It's just ridiculous. Let me show you this here real quick. So Nvidia is down 5%. Applied Digital is down 0.5%. SoFi down 2%. Tesla down almost 4%. AMD still dropping. It's going to go up, trust me. Mark my words. That's down 1%. And Palantir is the killer one. That guy's down to $70.96 on Palantir. It's down 6.5% today. That's the one I worry about. It's my favorite of all the stocks. I love the potential for Palantir. I think Palantir is an absolute winner in the future. But it ran up so quick from $16 to $84 in a matter of months, guys. So it's got to have some kind of pullback. And that's the thing. So like looking at Palantir, it doesn't even look strong, guys. It's I talked yesterday in a previous video how we could see a big drop in Palantir. I mean, truly, we could see a drop all the way back down to $45. In my opinion, there's no way that happens, but here in the news it says good old Kathy Wood sold $15 million worth of Palantir shares about 2 hours ago is when the news broke here and so that has something to do with the dip. There's not a lot of volume, and this is going to have a pullback. I thought maybe the pullback was from 84 to 75, but it's still going lower. And as you can zoom up here, you can see you got just a huge selling volume coming in here, just people selling like crazy. Nvidia, after it crossed $152, I had a covered call on it. Nvidia for $151.50, and it paid $256 for the weekly covered call. But and I was getting worried actually, but then it's dropped 5.5% down to 141, back to last week's levels. I mean, you take it, sickening really. But this is the stock market, guys. It goes up and down. That's the thing. I mean, so we're back to the price where we were January. Let's see. Well, let's go a month out. So we are basically back down to support almost at 140, so back December 24th, we're back down to those levels. We did drop down to 140.51. I see us going a little bit lower on Nvidia, probably down to 140, 139. And then, but regardless, Nvidia is I think you can't lose on Nvidia unless, of course, you're a day trader. You buy in right here, and then this is what it does. But I'm not a day trader. I'm a swing trader. So these down days don't affect me as much because I know Nvidia is a great stock. I know it will go right back up here in a matter of a few days. Applied stock, guys, with the market being down, APLD, Applied Digital, I'm telling you guys, this is a strong stock. I mean, the whole market's completely down, and it's still up, a 0.1%, but it's up. It's about, only other thing that's up, it's a stock I hold, SBMH. I got it at 3 pennies, it's 7 pennies, but, that's a scary one. Rigetti, another one. Just kind of going off the NASDAQ, just a few other ones that people have interest in. Rigetti's down 8% today, and unfortunately I bought a call on that yesterday when it dropped to 18. I thought it'd run back up to 20. So far I'm wrong, but that call doesn't expire till February, so we'll see. It looks like we're starting to get a little bit of volume in here, but not much. ACHR, which I think is going to have, guys, I think this stock, you might know, no professional nothing, no financial advice, anything. I think this stock is going to run up. I think in February we're going to see about anywhere from $15 to $18 on ACHR. It's my personal opinion. You do what you feel, but same thing. It's down 1%, and the SPY, it's down almost 1%. So it's just been now it looks like it is starting to recover a little bit. So maybe we can finish this market day strong. But it's 12:30. A lot of those people are out to lunch right now, but look at Nvidia. I mean, just just straight down. It's sickening. Let's take it back to 1 day. We'll move it up to the 15-minute candles and let's see what it's doing. I mean, look at all this. It's just consolidating right there around 140, 141. You know, still in the sell zone as far as my indicators go. Applied digital, it's actually in a buy zone. You know, same thing. It's 1 days here. Let's say I don't think it jumped like that. But even this, guys, a day like that, it went from 928 to 1003. I keep talking about this one as far as scalping, because this is one you can really, if you swing trade on or options or anything like that, you can really make a lot of good money if you just see the ups and downs in this stock. You know, it's just 961, 990, and you got, you know, 997, 65. Now you got to think, if you buy the right options, those drops pay good. Or those, you know, this one I was in here. Where was I at? I was in at $7 and it shot up to here. When I sold, I pretty much sold pretty much at the top. Once it hit $10, I think I sold at 10.07. But SoFi is another one I really believe in. I think these financial stocks are going to start getting some help here soon. When Trump takes office, no politics or anything, just given my personal opinion. Let me fix the screen. Let me get it over here. SoFi though, look at that. I mean, it was up there, you know, and all the way back down here, then keeps coming down. But guys, look, last time it got down to this level, 14.75, we're only 20 cents away from it. It shot all the way back up to 15.21. So watch this stock. I would say a good buy level would be about 14.75, maybe 14.70. That's me. It's actually reading that it's a buy level right now, but I'm gonna watch it. Tesla has been frustrating. Boy, I made a lot of money off Tesla last month, and I've lost a lot of money on Tesla this month. So I probably broke even on Tesla. I love Tesla, but there again, we're coming in. This was all green. We were supposed to buy, and then look, it still went down, and now we're coming into a sell zone. It's, you know, if it falls under 394, which it looks like it's going to, oh gosh, guys, we're going to drop down to 385, 380, which in all honesty is a killer deal as far as the future. AMD is another one down. You know, it's down 1% again. What they call it, the absolute money destroyer. I've heard it before. And let me tell you, there's not a whole lot of. Let's just take it out 6 months here. I mean, AMD is crazy. If you guys just look at this from a 6 month, this is what it's done and where it's gone in 6 months. Pretty much even, guys. I mean, we was at 100. Let's see, $106, 108, and 1 year later we're at 128. At one point in time, guys, this was a $225 stock. It just hasn't got the, you know, the rise that all these other, you know, you've got Meta that's going like crazy. You got Tesla that had that huge soar. Now it's fallen off. You have Palantir. You have Nvidia. They're all kind of pulling back right now, but this is one that has never ever really got any major attention on AI, and so I think this one has a lot of potential. I really do. Try not to talk about this one as much because it seems like every YouTuber talks about AMD, but I do got to believe that they're correct. I think if you buy some long calls on AMD, say September long calls, October, I think you could really come out in that stock. Palantir, it's just nuts. Now, if you listen to me much, I expected a pullback. The only thing is, that's why you can't get emotional with these stocks, because I love Palantir, because I think Palantir has so much to offer. I think the company's great. I like the man who runs it. This is 6 months though, guys. 6 months for Palantir, and I mean, if you take a look at the chart, that's a huge jump, guys. It's a huge jump. So you're talking $14 to $84, you know. So I mean, that is a huge jump. I mean, so let's see. So truly, I would say, want to try to touch as many highs as possible. Let's come down here a little bit. That's about the bottom. So guys, this truly could drop to around, I don't want to say that. I really don't want to say that, but it's got the possibility of dropping down to 50 bucks. I don't think it will. I think this is a popular stock that has a lot of momentum behind it, especially with the AI boom. We're just getting into the AI boom. I know it's been going on for a year and a half now, 2 years. Quantum's kind of starting to take the eyes, but it's eventually going to come back to AI. Quantum is going to take a second. I think quantum's going to be huge, to be honest with you, but we're still a few years away. Just kind of like when we got in Tesla and we're still a few years away. Now you see electric vehicle every time you go out on the road. Palantir, it's especially with Trump and got to build up the military. I think Palantir is going to have a huge effect on the market. And just now, with it being listed in the indexes, it's going to be in people's 401ks. I don't think I'm the only one that likes Palantir. So these prices right here, to me, are bargain deals, but I just can't say to buy because I still think we could drop off a little bit. My biggest position today is actually a put on Palantir. So, but guys, I couldn't go live. I was going to go live and just kind of live stream and kind of watch the market, but I didn't know my YouTube account. It takes 24 hours once you set it up. You got to get permission to stream, so it's going to be 24 hours till I can stream. So tomorrow, I don't have a doctor's appointment. I didn't get back till, so maybe I can get on at 9:30 tomorrow, and hopefully this market will reverse either by today, the end of today, or tomorrow morning. Maybe we'll see some green, and it can be a little more fun than today. But I think I did hear unemployment information came out. It wasn't as good as expected. Anytime you get that kind of news, people get scared and they have a pullback. Look at Fubo, and it's starting to pull back, but I made a ton of money on this stock yesterday. I had 1,000 shares of Fubo at $1.29, and I panic sold and bought back in and made a little bit more money. But it's fallen below 550, guys. So that one, watch. I thought the support level was 550, so I definitely think this one could drop a little bit too. It was good as long as it stayed above 550. I thought it had some momentum, but it got up to $6 today, I think, at some point in time. But yeah, actually got up to 646 at some point. But I slowly sold off my position, and once it went under 550, I was out. And look at our favorite stock, Microcloud Hologram. Boy, this stock was fun for about 2 days, so about every year of holding it, we get 2 days of fun. Sometimes you wonder if it's worth it. But this is what we're waiting for. Let me just show you real quick. This is why, because a lot of people says this is a scam stock, and you know what? I'm starting to believe them very much. But I don't know what this cloud does, but I will say this. They just came out with news for, quantum computing. They came out with how they're going to make semiconductors. I guess that quantum computing, when you're, I understand it, when you're, those qubits, when you're trying to do whatever you do with them, when you go in there and operate on them, you have really shaky hands. I guess their technology is like basically smooth, so nobody else can do it, supposedly. So if that's the truth, eventually that will come out and we will have a big pop. But look at this, guys. This stock, it had three huge pops. That this is, reverse split and all that. So these numbers aren't actually correct, but still the percentages, went from 2,000. It really wasn't 2,000, but let's just say theoretically 2,000 to 7,000. Then it dropped to 551, ran up to 3,500, then dropped down to 531 and jumped up to 2650. Then the most recent here dropped down to 60 77, ran up to 2,000. That was, I think, pre-split. That was February of 24. So that was early. That was early in the year. I don't think I was in it at that time, actually. We had 1, 2, 3. So it looks like we had 4 spikes. I thought we had 3. And then this one here, guys, look, the one that we, just had. I mean, so look at that. But look, there's no big, huge can. You know, it's hard to do that with the split, but this huge candle came in here, guys, and ran us up. And after that, we haven't had anything. 5 days, just a 5-day chart on microcloud hologram, which you have to definitely bring this a lot farther down. Maybe I'm going the wrong way. I think I am, yeah. That's what it feels like, is minus 2,000, minus 1,800. I don't know what I did here. Let's see. There we go. I'm coming back. Oh, okay, I think I passed it. Sorry, guys. But here's microcloud hologram. Good old microcloud hologram. Good old microcloud hologram. Boy, I'll get this back here one day, I promise you. This is going to be the 5-day chart for microcloud hologram. That's how much I had to move it up those spikes. That's why people hold it, guys, because if for some reason it does spike, it spikes huge. I mean, you can make a huge amount of money off microcloud hologram. But same thing, I hold it, a lot of it, and then I swing trade it, you know, because you know, you can't sell calls or puts on it, at least in mine you can't, but you know, but that's where we're at in 5 days. I mean, we had that big run up, and then after that, it just, you know, we had from here $1.34 all the way up to 9, looks like topped out at 9.22, and then from that point it's just been nothing but down. So you got your high. I mean, it dropped so low. You're going like this, this to about where it started, which was about here. So I would say at about $2.85 would be the next buy position. This is how it came out in the market today. I've got a strategy which I'd like to show you guys later, but I use 5-minute candle, a mixture of 5-minute candles and 1-minute candles. And so to get me a range, so these lines right here are the range. And so it went up. What we want to see is it close above, which it did right there, come back down, and then come back up and close above again. Normally that means it's going to go up. What it did was it went up, you know, we did close above that green line right there, and we came down, we came down, we came down, you know, we closed above, below the line there. What it is the first 5 minutes of the opening session, this was the low. This bottom line, this line right here was the low. So it came down below the low, and it came above, and then closed, and instead of going up, it came back down and closed below the line again. And so that tells me it's on a downward trend. Looks like we are having some volume coming in here right now. If we could see it get back above this line and get to, you know, gosh, even 350, guys, 350 would be big. But we need something to happen for this to continue to well, I can't say continue to go up. It's been dropping now, but we did have a big jump, but you know, we pretty much lost all the gains if you've held. So we just need something. We need some more quantum news, some more semiconductor news. Microcloud hologram, can you hear us? Come on, are you live out there? Let's put something out. But guys, that's about it. You know, Rigetti's having a terrible day. Terrible. Like I said earlier, I bought a call yesterday that I should have sold it, but it don't expire till February, and I'm definitely not going to sell it. It was lower than this. At one point it was $17.55, so it's starting to work its way back up. Archer Aviation, boy, I thought that was going to have a good day. It still says it's in a buy zone, but it's not doing what I thought it was going to do. Maybe I'm a couple days off on that, because I think this one might have a gamma squeeze if we're lucky. But that's it, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe to the channel. I was supposed to say that up front, but holy moly, I forget every single time. But most of you guys, I'm sure you make it through these fancy videos. I'm sure you do. These are about as fancy as you can get. But like I said, normal guy trying to make some money. Has not been a good day today. Today I haven't made money. As a matter of fact, let me check. Let me check. I did this morning, but that Rigetti call got me. And well, I'm down $73 today. So, but you know, that's not bad considering the market. You know, but a lot of my calls have lost some value. My AMD long call, I was up. I think it was up $100 today. Now it's down 95. But that changes, guys. That's where you don't want to sell. You don't want to have a bad day and see these, you know, your calls go negative, and then you get scared and sell, because the very next day it could change. You know, I'm not saying that's going to happen tomorrow. We're going into a, you know, Wednesday. Then we got the markets closed Thursday for Jimmy Carter's passing, and then we have Friday, which a lot of people sell going into the weekend. So, but next Monday it should start again, and who knows, tomorrow might be a green day. I think tomorrow is not going to be as bad as today, that's for sure. But if you have any questions or comments or want to talk about any stocks, let me know. We went over the NASDAQ, and that is what I play. And as you can see, red, 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 red. Fubo, though, I mean, it's starting to fall, but if it can get above that $5.50 level again, guys, it might be worth watching. It had that deal with Disney. I'm sure you heard about that. And this is another one, SVMH. It's just you can just get so many stocks. You know, I got it, like I said, for 3 pennies. It's up to 7 pennies. So, you know, it would be something to watch. It's in a buy zone. You know, up here it was at almost 9 pennies. So 7 pennies, you make 2 pennies off every 7 you put in. It's not a bad deal, I don't think. So something to think about. But ACHR, come on, baby, let's do something. But I'm going to end this stream. It was supposed to be a stream. It's going to end up being a video. But tomorrow, I think, around, well, I won't be able to do it tomorrow at 9:30 because I set it up after that. So maybe around the same time tomorrow I can get on here and stream, maybe after lunch or something like that. But thanks so much for all the love and appreciation, all the comments. Leave them below, good or bad. I'll get back with you. And you guys take it easy. Good luck, and hopefully this market turns for the better, and we can start making some money. Because right now we're not doing a whole lot. Unless you're playing puts. Unless you're doing puts. Don't forget about puts. You guys take care.